This is the demo video of the data connection and data transfer part. First, take a look of the material. This is the water flow sensor for getting the water flow value. This is a Raspberry Pi for calculate the data and transfer the data to the server. This is a bottle of water, and by the approximate value on the bottle, it has about 300 millimeter now. And this is a terminal for me to easily input. Now let's go into the demo. Now fill in the water. The water is finished filled in. Let's take a look of the result. This command is meaning the server is successfully to connect, and this is meaning the data is successful to punish to the server. And this is the punish the pattern to the server. Now is all the demo of the data connection data transfer part. Thank you.
So thank you for showing how do we send the data through the central controller, and I'm now going to talk about what do we do after we send the data. So as you can see, after the data is sent, the data will be collected by the cloud server through the MQTT protocol. And after we collect the data from the central controller, I will use a Python program to split the message, and I will insert the data into the database. And as you can see, after we send the data, the cloud server is now successfully split the data, and the data is inserted successfully. So we can see we receive a lot of message, which means we have input a lot of data into the database. And so I'm now going to show my database here, and here is my database, and there is a device table to store the information of the device, and here is the information of the user. But the most importantly, we will insert the data information of how many water is used into the water data table. So let's see what's the message going. So as you can see, the previous message sent by the central controller is now inserted into the database. As you can see here, here is the inserted result just received by the previous demonstration, and now the data is successfully inserted into the database. And that is how we process the data and how do we insert it into the database. And now I'm going to pass my time to my next groupmate to talk about what we are going to do with the data with the by the web application. Thank you. So thank you for showing how do we send the data through the central controller, and I'm now going to talk about what do we do after we send the data. So as you can see, after the data is sent, the data will be collected by the cloud server through the MQTT protocol. And after we collect the data from the central controller, I will use a Python program to split the message, and I will insert the data into the database. And as you can see, after we send the data, the cloud server is now successfully split the data, and the data is inserted successfully. So we can see we receive a lot of message, which means we have input a lot of data into the database. And so I'm now going to show my database here, and here is my database, and there is a device table to store the information of the device, and here is the information of the user. But the most importantly, we will insert the data information of how many water is used into the water data table. So let's see what's the message going. So as you can see, the previous message sent by the central controller is now inserted into the database. As you can see here, here is the inserted result just received by the previous demonstration, and now the data is successfully inserted into the database. And that is how we process the data and how do we insert it into the database. And now I'm going to pass my time to my next groupmate to talk about what we are going to do with the data with the by the web application. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the demo of the website. So the first thing we need to do is start the server. So you need to open the XAMPP control panel and click the start button for the Apache module. And after the server is started, we can go to the browser and type localhost for our website. So the first page is the login page. So the user need to enter the correct username and password to enter the website. So if the user entered the wrong combination, so I just type something nonsense here. The accessibility line that is shown here, the username or password is incorrect. So the default username and password is admin and pw. So after enter the correct combination, so we will go to the home page. So here it is shown that the summary of the both water and the electricity consumption. So the graph is interactive, so the user can point in either point or either bar to show the value of each data. On the left side is the sidebar, so here's our main navigation for the website. So here we have the power. Under the power type, we can have the chart and devices. Same for the water. So let's go to the power chart here. So here is the chart for each device monitoring the power usage. So the first one is from the E001 and the second one is from E002. Why there's no data shown in E002? Because we haven't set up the device for E002, so there's no data for that. So as shown here, there's no data. So to manage how many devices we owned in the account, we can go to the device tab here. So as seen here, so we have two devices. First one is device ID E001, its nickname is living room AC for air conditioning. And the second one is E002, is bedroom TV. So if I delete, it is the button. If I click the delete button, so the bedroom TV will erase from the record of the under the user database. So here. After a while, so the page will reload, and we can see that the E002 device is deleted. And when we go back to the chart page, the E002 chart is gone. So same for the water type. Here is only show W001 for the water device. And we can go to the device page. And so we have only one device. So let's say we want to add another device such as bathroom sink. So new device will be in W99. So we can click add device. And the new device will be added to the user here. W99 for the nickname bathroom sink. And when we go back to the chart page, we can see that there's a new chart appear here with a different value here. Since we have added new devices for the water consumption, so as you can see that the new chart is automatically add up to 2000 something, because you can see that the water chart here is 20 something but nearly 2000, so the data is correct shown in the home page. And lastly, the user can click the logout page to log out the device. At the same time, this web page is sizable, so we shrink the browser to a mobile device size. Let's say in this width, we can still use the web page accordingly. You can see that the sidebar now is gone and is hidden in this tab here. Let me click this button, so the sidebar will pop up. We can go to the same page as before. And the chart will be sizable too, so that you can see that the width of the bar is shrink. The same thing for the device page. The input field now is stacked instead of side by side. That's the end of the demo of the web page. Thank you.